Hello friends, hello family. Would you guys like to come on a journey with me through our programming history? I hope so, because this is going to be a fun one. It's going to take us from where we were to where we are and show you where we're going. It all starts back in 2012. When we opened the doors of Vantage, we started with an RX workout of the day. Now Amanda and I were coaching all the classes, so any modifications that we needed to make for our athletes, we could do that on the fly. We took our years of personal training experience and we were able to handle that on a one-on-one situation. Now as the gym grew, as our membership grew, as the athletes that we worked with started to vary more and more, we wanted to provide a coherent progression from where people were to where they wanted to go. So we started with our options, option 1 and option 2. If you were fresh off the street with very limited fitness experience, option 2 was a great place to start. It gave you modified skills and a modified capacity in order to help establish that baseline and start building you up from there. From option 2, we went to option 1. You had a decent base and were gaining skills, gaining strengths, but you weren't quite at that RX level. So it was that nice intermediate step from option 2 through option 1 on your way to RX. Now, as the gym matured, as our athletes matured, there was a desire for people to compete in the sport of fitness, whether it be through the CrossFit Open or local competitions. So we added in our RX Plus version to help facilitate a program that would prepare people for the Open as well as any and all local competitions that might come their way. As we grew up as a gym, our population also grew up and started to mature a little bit more. So we added in our vintage programming track in order to help facilitate a program that could benefit an aging population. As you mature as a person, you still need to be able to do a lot of physical things. And we wanted to make sure that we could provide that training for our growing, mature population. When we moved into our current space, we wanted to be able to offer anything and everything for people to help improve their health and fitness. One of the first things we did was we started offering our Vantage Body class. Now this was a barbell-less program geared towards helping improve people's strength and capacity through dumbbells, kettlebells, gymnastics movements, and cardio. Now when COVID-19 struck, well, first it shut the whole gym down completely. But once we were allowed to open back up, we knew that we were not able to run the programs the way that we had intended. So what we did was we folded our body programming into our group classes. We had our RX version, option 1, option 2, RX Plus, vintage, and now we added in our body program as well. So you had 6 different options to choose from based on where you were at any given moment on any given day for that workout. That's a lot of options, it's a lot of choices. So what we're doing going forward is we want to make it a little bit easier to know what workout you should be doing. Now as we get rolling into September, you will notice that the options are being replaced with different tracks. We start with the active track. This is geared towards people who are interested in improving their general physical strength and capacity. From there, we move on to our competitive track. This is geared towards people with a higher skill set and maybe a little bit heavier weights that are interested in competing in the sport of fitness. From there, we go to our lifestyle track. Now, this track is designed for people that are committed to improving their lifestyle habits, and they're taking their first steps into the gym to help improve themselves. Now, in addition to those 3 tracks, we will continue to do our vintage track. However, there is a slight change to that programming. I've called it a mature population, or mature athletes. What we're looking at now is no longer just age, but also training age. A lot of us have experienced life to its fullest up to this point, and we've treated our bodies not quite like a temple, but more like a frat party. And we've sustained all sorts of wonderful, wonderful battle wounds and battle scars. And we can't quite do what we used to be able to. So we're going to factor that into our vintage programming. What is your fitness age? If you've lived your life outdoors, active in sports, and you are still interested in training, but there are just limitations on what you can and can't do, the vintage track might be just what you're looking for. If you or someone you know is really, really interested in getting fit, getting healthy, taking their fitness seriously, but barbells just aren't their jam, then the body program might be exactly what you're looking for. Now, you might be asking yourself, why are we changing? In a year that has brought us nothing but change, and I'm looking for a sense of stability, why are we changing this now? It's a great question, and thank you for asking it. Here's our answer. We've chosen to change up the names of our programs to better reflect where you are on your fitness journey. Options are great and they work really well, but oftentimes they can be confusing and you don't quite know where you fit, what you should be doing. We're trying to simplify that for you. We believe that this is an easier way to choose your own adventure. You're not locked into it, but you get to choose. Today, this workout, I'm going for more of a lifestyle training. Well, you know what? We're getting closer to the open. I want to try some of those competitive workouts. I'm just here to move, and I've got a lot of experience doing what we're doing, and this is what I'm comfortable with. Oftentimes in the option versions, it was hard to track the progress because sometimes you could do this and sometimes you'd be doing this. You'd be here, you'd be there. Our idea with the tracks is that it will be easier to track your progress and see you move from where you are to where you're going. And finally, the big reason we're going to our track version is because we want you to better understand the intention of the workout. As opposed to questioning you going, why are we doing this? You'll see that intention in the work that you're going to be doing. Now, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Ask, let me know. I would love to sit down and talk you through it and help you decide what track is best for you on any given day. Reach out to your coaches. They know you best. They know where you might fall and what track would be most appropriate for you at any given time, especially now as we're coming out of this season and into the next. Talk with your coaches. Sit them down. Ask them honestly, where should I be on this workout? What should I be doing? That's why they got into this. They got into this to help you improve. So help them help you, as cliche as that might sound. There's a lot more to come. Thank you all for being with us through this year. It has been a crazy ride, but I have a feeling that we will all be much stronger, much more resilient, and have a greater capacity for what's to come if we stick through this together. Have a great day, everybody.